Lots of soft frogs. Yeah, I can do that. Okey-doke.
Alrighty. Let me move my stuff out of the way. And here we go. Welcome everybody to Drawsome Live. And if you're watching this
Yes.
in replay, it is just Drawsome. So and they can't hear you on my the phone that I'm recording for the video.
That's
So it
cool.
sounds like I'm always talking to myself. Um but
Oh no. Okay.
yeah, it's kind of weird. But this week Jen and I are drawing cityscapes. So you can see hers there at the bottom, and here's mine. You can barely see it, but here in a little bit you'll be able to see a lot more. But it's still blowing my mind how similar they are. Although you're doing Melbourne, you said?
I'm doing Melbourne. I'm
Melbourne.
painting the cityscape of Melbourne, the Yarra River from the
Ah,
Yarra River today.
nice.
So
And I am
that's the plan.
doing New York City since it is September now. So,
Oh, B&D,
this,
how are you, Dal?
and we're going to be doing
Oh, sorry.
the Twin Towers. So let's get into this. And I'm gonna.
Hello, peeps. I am painting Melbourne today for Drawsome Live. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. So I'm going to start by wetting the whole background. I have pencil doing stuff going everywhere. How are you? I'm great, thank you, Dale. How are you going, B&D? How are you?
Alrighty, here we go.
So I'm going to start by I'm going to go over all these buildings because the colour is reflecting in the windows. So this is the plan. I haven't done a proper cityscape for a long time.
You and me.
Hello, Candid.
Oh, I haven't done any little cityscape scenes in a really long time. So
can you guys hear Aurora okay? Oh, April, you're awesome. Thank you. My daughter just made me a cup of coffee. But she's a legend.
She is. She is definitely a legend.
Thank you, Boogalooks.
Make sure not to dip your paintbrush into it.
Oh, well, I've got it on the opposite side. So I hope everyone can hear me okay.
I have no one here, so.
Oh.
I don't know.
And I've got dirt on my doodah.
Oh, come on. I need a pen. Nope, not that one. With all the pens I have, you'd think it wouldn't be a problem. There you are. So I've decided that today I'm going to be using soft pastels.
Ooh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go over my sketch with a ink pen and then go back in with my soft pastels and very lightly just add some color and stuff like that.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's going to be
So if anyone in chat can let me know if you can hear me okay. It says my mic's working, but I thought I'd better check with you guys because you just never know. Technology and all that jazz.
Right.
And it's been playing up on me because I lost my old webcam, decided not to work anymore. So I've had to upload a new webcam to my phone.
Ugh.
Yeah, and today's like, okay, we're just going to go in and hope for the best.
All the terrible electronic problems that we all go through when it comes to making videos.
Yeah. So I'm hoping everyone can hear.
Has anybody answered you yet?
No one's answered me yet, but I'm still hopeful. Hang on. Oh, I can hear Candid said I can hear you. Awesome. Awesome. We are all good then.
Good.
Thank you, Candid. You're a legend.
Awesome.
Okay. I can breathe.
Being that I haven't done a cityscape in a while, or used soft pastels in a while, this is going to be definitely going to take me a while to do.
Yes. So yeah, I know the feeling. So I'm going to leave that little bit there white. The water is a very dark grey, but I'm going to make it blue, ultramarine. So I'm going to start off by wetting completely up to the underneath of the bridge. That's a reflection. So, and I can do all of this side. Right, then I'm just going to wet everywhere. I'm going to cut around the canoe and the canoodlists. Canoodlist.
That's
Mickey Noodles, if everyone loves a bit of a canoe. I used to love canoeing. My dad used to take us every once a week. I can't remember actually. It was Thursday or Saturday nights or
Oh,
afternoons.
wow.
We
That
used to go
sounds
canoeing
cool.
on the Yarra every weekend or every week. And he taught me
Nice.
how to do all the rowing techniques and used to absolutely love it. Haven't been in years,
I haven't
but
been since
it's
I was a
absolutely.
teenager.
I used to love it.
Long
Loved it.
time ago.
A great exercise, and you get to just sit back and look around and enjoy everything. It's lovely.
Definitely.
Okay, so the canoe's white, but I've actually gone over that little bit. I need to just try and lift off
This
a
is
little bit of
gonna
that
be
blue paint.
a bugger.
Not sure if I'm supposed to, but I don't hear Aurora. Oh!
Aw.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
nobody hears me?
No.
Aw.
Oh, okay. I have no idea how to fix that now. Okay. We'll just have to. If I'll have to ask. I'll ask April to go. I don't know. I don't know. My brain. It's like no. It's all right. I'll translate. I'll do a translate. It's okay.
There we go. That'll
So
work.
yeah, I'll just translate. She said that'll work. So right. So I'm going to do the bridge, and I'm going to paint the bridge in a very pale yellow ochre because it's like a sandstony kind of sandstone and bluestone. So the top of it here, where the road is sandstone, and then the bottom and the stable bit is bluestone. So, and all underneath is red steel arches. Well, that was a wise picture to choose. That's got a lot of complexity to it. Awesome, Jen.
Oh, I know. It took
So,
me forever to find just the right picture of the Twin Towers to where it was like the right angle and it had enough
yeah.
interest, but it wasn't too complex. So, yeah, it took me a while to find this one.
Okay, and yes, Aurora is doing a painting of the Twin Towers, which is fascinating to me. I think it's amazing. It's going to be a gorgeous painting.
I hope so. From your mouth to God's
Because we're
ears.
very close to the anniversary.
Yep, 20 years.
20-year anniversary. My goodness. Goodness.
Yeah, it's
All right. So this is all bluestone. So I'm just going to block it in for now. A lot of Melbourne was built with bluestone.
really.
Yep. It was accessible and easily mined, I think, and
Oh, that makes sense.
I grew up in a beautiful, well, my grandma's house. I spent my adult part of from teenage to adulthood there. Was the back alley, so where they used to drive the horse and cart in the old days.
Oh, yeah.
Was all bluestone cobbles and bluestone curbing. It was just beautiful.
I bet.
All right, so that's the bluestone under there. How on earth am I going to... I really didn't think about this very wisely, but that's okay because thinking's overrated. So I'm going to use transparent brown oxide for the rustic looking metalwork. We'll see how that goes. And I'm just going to blot that in. Ooh, that's a very reddy brown, but that's okay. I'll dilute it. And because it's got archways, like underneath, like a skeleton underneath almost. But because it's watercolour, I don't have to be too terribly scarily precise. I can be a little bit looser. It's the beauty of watercolour. Every detail isn't necessary. Okay. Okay. We're good. Now I'll go back to my yellow ochre. And pop some of these patterns onto the lovely bridge. There's some beautiful restaurants beside this bridge. My best friend and I, when we were allowed to travel, used to go to the city.
Back in the day, you mean?
Way back in the day. when you're allowed to travel from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay. I'll just stay in the country. It's nice. We'll get to the city again one day. All right. I'm going to pop a little bit of brown oxide in my yellow ochre because I think they need to be friends. And I'm going to use that colour in here. Oops. I really aren't 100% sure what I'm doing yet, but anyway. Yeah, cityscapes are a whole different beast.
Yeah, they are. Trying to get the buildings in the right angles and all that shit. Oh my god.
Oh, so I'm all right with perspective. It's the lights that throw me, like the colours that throw me.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Because it's literally, if one side of a building is shadowed, the other side's got a light on
Yeah, the theory's good.
it.
The theory
Right?
and Jenny Brain. Yeah. I'll just say yeah. And then go there. Da-da-da. All right, that looks like a bridge. We're happy. Okay. Got to take my grey up the bluestone up there. That's a big supporting doodah, which I have nearly run into with my canoe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's all. I'm going to pop patterns down there like that. And then under here. So I'm just using the grey that's mixed up. It's burnt umber and ultramarine blue that I've mixed. Pop in there. Right, I'm going to leave that alone. Just want it to look like a bridge. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just got to look a little bit like a bridge. And I think we've got that effect. Maybe, baby. Okay. I am now going to work on these buildings. How on earth am I going to do that? Anyway, we're going to go. Burn umber. Cobalt blue. Da, 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 da. I've been watching a lot of Nias Hannon's videos, and he does a lot of cityscapes. Ooh, cool. I haven't heard of Nias Hannon. I love, there's a guy called Leron. Hang on, I'm going to Google his name. Leron, I always kept Yonsky. Hang on, I'm going to Google him. And he does, he's brilliant. He actually studies one of my favourite artists. And has his technique almost identical to my favourite artist of all time. So I'm going to find his name and I'll watch his videos because he's very similar. His technique and everything is... Oh, that's not it. Leron. There he is. Oh, there he is. Hang on. Leron. Yankonsky. Leron Yankonsky. He is freaking phenomenal. But I've been watching a few of his, and at the moment he's working on monotone, which is good fun. So this is all... This side is actually darker. I'm going to use a blue. Oh, I've got to be brave and go. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, no. I'm going to use this brown. I'm going to solidly darken that on the shadow side. Because I just think it needs to be a shadow colour. And it needs to be darker than everywhere else. That's all trees down there. So does this building. This side. That building.
There we go. There's some more light on the subject.
So I'm just darkening up the shadow sides of these buildings. Okay, so this building down here is brown because that's made of stone. This is our cathedral. I think it's St. Paul's Cathedral. Everyone's got one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So I'll pop that in there. Pop that. It's got his spires. So I've aspired to have spires in my spires. I'm going to darken up the left-hand side of my spine. Just going to pop a bit of darker brown on there, on the shadow side. One thing I have learnt from watching artists do this sort of thing is less is more.
Oh, yeah.
I tend to get stuck in detail, and less is definitely more. So I'm going to leave that like that. I'm going to have to look at that Niaz Hannon. I'm going to write that down before I forget, because I'm a Jenny, and Jenny's forget stuff left, right, and centre. And I'm in an art room with no clean paper.
You're an artist. How do you have no paper?
Well, I do, but it's far, far away. Like, I have to roll across the room, and my earphones are stuck to my head, and I'll rip out my cord.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Okay, Niaz Hannon. I've written it down on the back of a thing. It's like April, my poor daughter, she needed notepaper yesterday. And she's like, where's the paper? I'm like, uh-oh, I've got an art room full of it, but I don't know. But it's all watercolour and painting paper, and it's all the things.
Right.
Ooh, look at that. Okay, so I'm going to go down. I'm going to make this one blue.
Hey, Naomi. Naomi says, hello, Aurora and Jen.
Hello, Naomi!
Joining for a little bit, smiley face. Well, as long as you're here, honey.
Oh, cool. Welcome, welcome. All right. Probably should have left dots for windows, but the windows are actually a couple of tones darker, so I can pop them in on the shadow side. I can be a bit snicky. And now, on this side, a snick. I'm going to pop in the windows like that. There's a thing on the side of this building, but I've eliminated it. I thought, no, I'm not doing the thing on the side of this building, because that creates complexities
Yeah.
that I'm not needing. Yeah, I'm artistic license. As I throw my brush across the room. Okay, we're good.
Oh, you don't know how many times I've done that.
Oh man, they're like darts. Got paintbrush darts going in all directions, like little spears of doom.
Right?
Like ninja stars. We got artist stars. They're some kind of weird, except yeah, they're pointy. And I'm not a very good shot, so I hit everything I'm not supposed to hit. So I've got my towers on top of me doodah. Why is my thingy? Hang on, can I make it smaller? There we go. Oh, now you can see the picture. Woohoo! There we go. All good. Okay. I had the top of my picture chopped off. So this building behind is blue too. So I'll do the dark face of it blue, the shadow face, because it's all glass and it's reflecting the sky. So we're just going rogue and having a go. I'm right down there. Like that. Suck up my extra water. I was actually a bit nervous about this piece today.
Yeah, me too.
Because I hadn't done one for so long.
Yeah.
And I've never been great at them.
I like doing
That's what you need to do.
cityscapes, but it's always been the perspective problems with me.
That's almost blue-grey. Gonna use a bit of indigo, baby. Get into the indigo for the back ones. Now is it that one? Oh, it's that one. I apologise, Melburnians. There may be some windows and some buildings missing. But
honey, are you kidding me? I've never been to New York.
Oh, really?
No. I have driven on the Beltway going through it, but you don't get to see these parts. A Beltway, it's like a big
a
Beltway is like 8 lanes, 4 going one way, 4 going the other, or more, and it goes all the way around the city. So it's like a belt, you know.
Okay, so I just had Beltway explained to me by Aurora. I've got to fix this volume thing. I don't know why. Why can people not hear you?
They can't see me either.
I need to press a button.
Oh
what
God,
button
here
do
we
I
go.
press? Oh, I'm scared. I am
Where's your
scared.
Where's your son-in-law when we need him?
I know, and he's probably at university. He does school today.
Oh no.
We're going to go sound. Where's some video? Sound. It says microphone Yeti. And headset again. So it should be working.
Hello,
I
testing,
don't know.
testing.
No. That's I'll interpret.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
Naomi, can you hear Jen?
yes, can you hear me from the other end? If so, I'm sorry. 'Cause you poor thing. You poor thing. Having to hear me on Aurora's stream?
It's not that bad.
Me and my Ocker accent.
Okay.
I still struggle to listen to myself.
Oh, I hear you. Okay, here we go.
Road, baby. Okay, so getting some burnt umber. And I'm going to pop, because this building's dirty. Ew, that's a bit too brown, but anyway. What on earth? Oh, that's a crane. Okay. I won't draw the crane in. We're going artistic license again.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so I've got the
probably the
darker
best
side.
way of doing it.
Yeah, I'm just taking out all the tough stuff. Because there's no reason, it's stuff you don't. As long as the buildings are roughly correct. You good? The shape's right. The Yarra's the bit that speaks to me. The river is the bit that talks to me about this painting. And we have a festival here at Easter every year, and it's called Moomba. It's Aboriginal for let's get together and have fun.
Oh, nice.
And they have what they call the Birdman Rally, where you dress up in something crazy, i.e. the flying pizza man, the flying doormat, where you have like a big giant doormat, or a big giant mat thing, flying carpet, with all fringe. It's hard. It's actually made of cardboard or something. And you've got like pretend legs folded up and crossed on front, and you run like crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Off the edge of a bridge.
That sounds like a riot.
Into the Yarra. Yeah, and the person who gets the furthest wins. So if you Google Birdman Rally, it's mad. And my mum used to help a couple make the Birdman outfit every year. So we used to go to the Birdman Rally and watch people fall off the end of a pier.
There you go. Sounds like fun.
And pretend aeroplanes made of cardboard and all kinds of fun things. But I see the Yarra and it brings this river brings so many memories to me. Like, it's just a wonderful child. And sitting on my dad's shoulders and watching the parade.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. Because there was always thousands and thousands of people. So I'd sit on dad's shoulders and watch all the fancy stuff go past. And eat hot dogs.
Right.
And lots of sugar, and then run for 7 days afterwards because I'd be high on sugar.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like our state fairs.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a state fair. It's a big open. I hate hearing myself too. I sound like a child. I just sound weird. You sound lovely, actually, Candid. You've got a lovely speaking voice. I've been watching Candid's videos, and if anyone isn't following Candid, follow Candid. Because she is a lovely person and an amazing streamer who's done a very wonderful review on Denise Soden's palette of watercolours, of what is it called? What do they call it? Vegan watercolours.
Oh, okay. I never did understand that.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, it's watercolors. You don't need it for it to be vegan. I mean, that's
not made of cow.
They don't make them out of cow.
I'm having a Jenny moment.
Oh, my Lord.
Made of fruit?
No.
It doesn't harm anything. I don't know. But they're a wonderful review. It's a
vegans
are
like, it's got bees, honey in it. I'm like, you didn't milk the bee to get the honey. I know I'm terrible. I'm going to hell.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the definitions, but they're a lovely looking, beautiful paint. Gonna pop these little windows in. That building has only got windows on the front. Oh. I've really missed a building, haven't I? But that's okay. Okay, I'm just going to pop this building is actually a building there. That's fine. We'll pretend that building is like that. Because no one else actually knows. That's fine. So now I've got all these. Oh, how am I going to do that? So I've got dark grey. I'm going to use this indigo colour. These windows along here are darker. So I'm literally just doing little blobs for the windows. Hello, Lee's Art Studio. Hello, how are you, doll? It's wonderful to have you here.
Hey, Latigra.
I'm just
How you
attempting a
doing?
cityscape. And I've got to remember that the windows going that way. Oh, I can't see. Oh, yeah, I can. These windows go down.
What do you mean you're intimidated, Latigra?
Come down here. Like that. Okay. And the windows actually get paler, more pale going up. So I'm just going to blob them in. So how's everyone's week going, and what's everyone up to for the rest of their week?
I don't know. I need to stop. Getting my bathroom gutted tomorrow. Not tomorrow, the next day, Thursday, and they're putting in a shower stall. So that'll be interesting. That's gonna be
very, very goodly. These windows in. Aurora just said to me that she's getting, because for some reason it's not transferring across to my stream, but she's getting her bathroom renovated. I was actually in my bathroom thinking of you in your bathroom the other day, Aurora.
Really? That's an odd place to think of me.
So excited, yes.
I love you too, Jen.
Timing.
Oh my god. Yeah, right?
Yeah. I should be painting and filming, but hey ho, I'm not. Lee, do it! Do it! Paint a landscape or a cityscape.
So your birthday is Friday, Latigra. Oh, nice. My mom's birthday was yesterday.
I'm going to go yellow ochre for these buildings. I've managed to get red in my yellow, which is really handy.
Orange.
Not quite sure how that happened, but yeah, it's just a streak at the second. But
nothing's worse than having an itchy nose and your fingers look like this. Yeah. And guess what I just did? Yeah.
Oh, I just realised something.
Huh. What?
Streamlabs, your Streamlabs isn't showing on my camera.
Really?
Yes.
You have to have, okay, that's because you didn't turn on your screen display.
Oh, hang on. Stay with me, peeps. I just had this realisation. Oh, that's not it. Not that one.
Right, Latigra. Yeah, I don't blame you for having a lazy week. I had one about a month ago.
No, why is it not? Okay, nothing's working again. Yeah, isn't that good? Okay. Sorry.
You okay over there now?
Aurora is doing, nothing's working. Why is nothing working?
What? Again?
Yeah. Update. Yeah.
Were you on Twitch recently?
Yes. I did a game stream on Twitch at the weekend.
Yeah, I just tried to get onto my Twitch and it won't let me on.
Oh.
So I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Strange. Okay, so these are all little buildings around the front. Yeah, because I'm supposed to be sharing Aurora's screen on here, and it's not, and I don't know why. Hang on. Video capture device. Nope. They're all on.
Okay, but
supposed to be
on. Now you've got to have your Discord up on your screen in order for it to show.
If it's on the left one, just dot on the right one. Okay. So this is blue stone. So I'm using indigo, and I'm going to go in very dark up the top here. I'm going to let that run down. The water, whoops, and I can go, actually I can go up in between those shafts on the internal skeleton of the bridge. That, just to darken those up a bit, because that is in shadow. So I'm just using a diluted indigo-y colour. Right, now I'm gonna have a break from those for a little bit, and I'm gonna go on to my trees. And my trees are going to be sap green and indigo, because I mix indigo with everything, because that's what I do. Because my world is indigo. So, and I love indigo, and it's a very Australian green tree colour. So I'm going to go diluted indigo.
Well, Tiger, what did your son do? Pure suds from what? Like his bath?
All right, so come down and around here. And then... Okay, so there's trees coming down the front of these buildings, so I'm going to pop them in, and I'll add different textures and colours to them as I go, but I'll pop them in there. I can see you on Aurora. I know, I can see me on Aurora, but I can't see Aurora on me. My settings reset, and I'm not technological, am I?
No.
Not even remotely technological. I've got no flipping idea. I just know that I should never touch anything. Ever.
It's like, don't touch that button.
Just, I have a joke with my son-in-law. It's like, what did you do? It's like, I touched all the things and now nothing works.
He just goes,
it's like, don't touch all the things.
We told you not to touch all the things.
Yeah, don't touch any of the things. And I touch all the things. Because I try to do it. And that's not good.
No, it's not.
Anyway, consistency is key. And I am consistently inconsistent and really good at breaking stuff. It's a special gift.
That it is.
So I'm going to brown off that building there. Because I can actually go over that tree with that building's brown there. And there is a bit of a building there. All right, and the rest of this is all green. So I'm going to pop the greens in.
Oh.
I've gone to Aurora's channel so I can see you both. Okay, cool. Yes, 'cause I don't know how to fix that.
With dish soap. Hi, Lee.
All right.
Yeah, you can see both of us. We'll get hers fixed up. Don't worry, honey. We will get her fixed. We always do.
Oh, I'm consistent. I'm always messing something up, aren't I?
Well, it's not your fault.
Okay. Yeah, it probably is. I probably touched something that I shouldn't have.
That's
I own it. I'm one with messing up my computer.
Yeah, I hear that.
So I'm actually supposed to be live streaming with my friend who I'm listening to, and she's creating on her stream, but I've managed to block her from my world so that no one can see her. And now she's crying. Not only did I break my computer, I also broke my friend. We're trying to stream together.
That's so funny.
Oh
my goodness. Yeah.
All right. So come down here. Okay, so that's basically the very roughly blocked in background. Okay. Now I can block in that these trees are a little bit paler, or more pale, as they say. So sap green and indigo to make a richer green. The sap green's just that little bit pale for good old Australian trees. What is that? What have I got a line down there? I don't know. I've got a big line on my picture that I've just forgotten what it's for, and I can't see what it's for, but that's okay. We'll just pretend it's not. I could turn it into something one day. We'll just ignore it. That line is not supposed to be there. I'm not quite sure why I did that.
Which one?
That one.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah,
quite-
that just kind
I
of
don't know
popped
what it
up out of
belongs.
nowhere.
Yeah. Floaty. I've got a floaty line.
She's got a floater.
I've got a floater. It's a rogue floater line.
Oh, no.
I know. Okay, so I'm just going to green up that. Then they're very dark underneath because there's lots of dark shadows under these. And then there's some, what these things? Palm trees. Not very
There you
common here, but they have them along
I
the
was going to
promenade.
ask you because your weather is so similar to my weather. I was curious about
We have
that.
a bazillion snow gums
A what?
and eucalypts. Snow gums. They're a white gum tree. Beautiful, white, purple, pink.
Oh,
They're just gorgeous. They're my favourite tree on earth.
it sounds
They are
pretty.
magnificent colours. If
Uh-huh.
I can find a picture. Yes, I can probably find a picture. Hang on, I'm going to find you a picture of
Okay.
a snow gum. And I'll show you the colours. Hang on. Snow gum. I'm just going to type it in. Snow gum. They are the prettiest tree. And we've got them all around us.
Huh.
Images. And you won't believe the colours when you see them. They're just, when they're wet, they're just the most magnificent thing.
Huh.
This is a very old one, I have to say.
Now,
But
where are you
this
showing
is-
me?
I'm showing you, I'm putting it up under my camera.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
That is a snow gum.
That is beautiful. No, oh my
Aren't they gorgeous?
gosh.
So we
Those
have
are
those.
amazing.
Yes, we have those all around our farm. And they're my
Really?
favourite tree to paint.
Oh my
Whimsical from their
gosh.
name. Yes, I think it's because they grow in the colder climates, even though we're not particularly cold. We get cold winters, but really hot summers. And we also get, they're called, you get really wild, then the bark just stringy bark. Oh my God, because they have stringy bark.
I'll be damned. Huh.
And funny thing that.
Yeah, right.
And
Who
yeah,
would've-
but it
who
comes
would have
off
thunk
in
it?
sheets. You can pull it off.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I remember, but also my dad was always fascinated with being able to survive on nature, and you can eat the sap off certain trees. So
Uh-huh.
Dad taught me which trees you could get the sap from, which ones you could eat. Yeah, like they call it bush tucker here,
Oh,
Aboriginal
yeah.
bush tucker. So yeah, but
That's
when I was a kid,
interesting.
my dad taught me. Yeah, because we used to go bush a lot and go camping and do all the fun stuff.
You
And
are
he
a
always
regular
taught us-
female Crocodile Dundee, aren't you?
Oh yes, yes, and I have a really big knife.
That's not a
'Cause
knife.
that-
That's a
Aurora was
knife.
made me a comparison. I'm a female Crocodile Dundee. And yes, except for I love animals. Bit. I love animals. I'm not gonna. Yep. I'm not into wearing alligator skin shoes and all that jazz. But yeah.
Right?
But apart from that, yes. Actually, someone compared me to Steve Irwin the other day.
Oh yeah,
And I
that
found
fits.
that's funny. Yes.
Definitely.
So I had a bit of a giggle. I'm like, yeah, I don't mind that. I'm happy with that.
Yep, that'll work.
So, yeah, because I'd hug a koala. Not big on oceans, but then again,
Yeah,
that's not a bad
right.
thing.
Well, everything in your whole oceans can kill you. So
Yeah,
yeah.
everything and everywhere can kill you, but yeah, I just stay away from everything, all the things.
Right. Can't blame you.
Mind you, this morning I was riding my cycle. I've taken up cycling again, trying to get fit. So I've been cycling about, I know in kilometres, I've been cycling about 10 to 15 kilometres a day. So that's probably
Damn.
about 7 to 10. So that's my 7 to 10 miles, I suppose.
That's a lot.
And it's all mountains.
Mm.
And kangaroos jump out. This morning I was riding along, and I know where my brakes are, but in the moment I'm like, kangaroo
Yeah.
comes flying, bounding out, and it's bigger than I am, and I'm like, it's the brakes. Oh, how do I do? What do I do? And it was all right. It was faster than me as well,
Oh,
and
that's
I was
good.
just this stupid human that got out of the way somehow. Not quite sure how, but yeah, we all live to tell the tale. And the kangaroo just looked at me as I rode past with a very unusual look on its face, going, what on earth was that?
That was the weirdest looking dog I've ever seen.
So now I'm going to darken up this water over here. But yes, I've had some funny altercations whilst cycling and learning how to re-navigate going onto bush roads and dirt tracks.
Oh yeah,
My
no
best
doubt.
friend and I went. Oh my god, my best friend and I went last week, and we're riding down this hill. Neither of us had very much control, and on the way up, I swear there wasn't as many ruts in the road, and we both saw these ruts all at once and went, "Oh no!" Kept going quite fast on a downhill run, and both of us sort of let rip and started screaming. And we lived, as you can tell, I'm here. But
thank God.
oh my god, it was so funny though, because there was actually bushwalkers, and they all stopped and watched us go over these ruts because they're like, oh, this is going to be a specky. So yeah, so we actually drew a crowd to watch us stack, but we didn't crash, so it was okay.
That I'm glad for. I am very glad for that.
Yeah. But yeah, it was funny because they actually stopped to watch us navigate this hill. The wrong kind of spectacle. But yeah, today I did the same hill and I didn't have any problems. I navigated a whole lot better.
Well, that's good.
Yes. Avoided the wildlife.
At all costs.
And it avoided me. It's figured out my routine. It's like, get away, there's Jenny coming. Don't go near her.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Right, so now I'm going to cut around these little people in their boat. So who's been watching the Olympics, the Paralympics?
Oh, I haven't.
I
I've been too busy, girl.
love the Paralympics.
They are awesome.
Absolutely. Oh, they're such an inspiration.
Okay.
Such an inspiration. I
Look
must
at this
admit, I always end up in tears when they have their presentations, when they're getting their medals.
I know. That's why
Because they are
it just
so beautiful.
just pulls at your heartstrings. It really does.
Oh, yeah. They are so incredible and so inspiring. So I've been a bit addicted to watching the Paralympians. And hearing in Australian news, they've been telling all of their stories of what their illnesses are, how they got there.
Their
And some of their
disabilities.
stories.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Some of their stories are just
Yeah.
amazing.
Make you feel like, what have I done with my life?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like suck it up, princess, and get on with life.
Exactly.
It makes you think, you've got so much to be grateful for. It's easy to get bogged down.
That's true. That's very true.
Look, my water's starting to look like water, people. I'm a little bit happy. It's always a good thing when your water starts to look like water.
As
Okay.
it should. Okay.
So I've got my dark bit at the top. I'm going to pop some ripples in down here, leaving the lighter bits. It's very impressionisty. A bit darker down this bit. The athletes are amazing. I was watching a bit and they're so brave. They are phenomenal. Oh my God, there was an Australian, because I love cycling, obviously. There's an Australian BMX rider, and he and his sister were training, and he was in a horrendous accident last year, and he's got a brain injury.
Oh no.
And she got to she went in the able body Olympics, and he supported her and cheered her on. But he's gonna try for the Paralympics next time round because he's still in hospital.
Yeah.
But oh God, that story, I cried.
That really is. That's
Yeah.
That'll get you.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's that. I've got to darken up down this bottom corner with my indigo. Whip out my indigo, and I'm using my core watercolors. Love me cores. Love me core watercolors. Do that. Okay, and just pop in some ribbon. My canoe's sort of disappearing in the sun. How am I going? Because I'm going to have to give the little canoers bright clothes. I think I'm going to have to brighten up my canoodlers. I'm going to pop in some shadow colours down
I
the
love
back
that.
here. I'm going to make up my canoodlers.
Noodlers, I love
All right, so I'm going to make up a dark shadow colour. Add a bit of brown. So I'm mixing up, I'm using blue, red, bit of brown, and it makes up a purpley greyish colour.
Oh, Lisa, Lee said, yeah, that one had me and my husband sniffling. I
Oh,
bet.
yeah.
I bet.
So inspiring.
For sure.
So I'm just going to cut around, and I'm going to make little people. Watch me, I'm going to have little people. I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to go like that, and they're like little carrots, and I'm going to go around them, make a mess of it, and then come right here. Because I've got to, so this is all shadow.
Let's see.
That's not a person. Make that person disappear. Pop on there. Okay, so there are little gaps for people. Like that. And that actually darkens there.
And yes, I'm using colored pencils with soft pastels because sometimes you can't get into those little detail areas very well. But
So this
the
is
colored pencils
all
can.
dark. So darken up right under there because that's all dark. And under there, like that. There we go. That actually is a better shadow colour under here. So now I'm going to darken up this using that colour because I like it better. And because you can work light to dark, so if you've done something quite lightly, you can go over it with a stronger colour.
That's true.
And darken it up.
How's this looking so far, Jen?
Thank you.
Jen,
Yes?
how does it look so far?
Looking awesome. Looking awesome, Aurora.
Yes, I wanted to keep the twin towers like no color, so they're like
They're...
ghosts is what I was going for.
Ooh. So Aurora is painting the Twin Towers or New York City 20 years ago, 21 years ago.
Yeah.
And they've got lights in their place now, don't they?
Yeah, I think they only set them off every once in a while, though. It's not like they're on all the time.
Oh, okay. I thought,
I
yeah,
think
because
it's like for
I saw the display.
special occasions and things like that. Like, of course, the anniversary they'll be on.
Wow. All right, so I'm popping just brick texture because that's all brick, bluestone. So I'm just going to pop some bluestoney texture in here. And I'm expecting a book. I ordered a book, believe it or not, a US author, my favourite book ever that I lent to a friend that never came back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that book. I ordered another one, which I could only get from the US.
Really?
At a very expensive price, is about to arrive. So when it arrives, I'll do a...
Oh, yeah, do a review.
A review thingy.
Definitely.
It won't be a review. It'll be like a page turning thingy because I wouldn't. Cool. It's like my watercolor Bible.
Right.
I can hear April laughing. Sorry, if anyone can hear April laughing in the background, that's my daughter. I don't know. She's probably watching really funny YouTube videos, or you are. She is. Okay. No, you're right, darling. Tell me you're allowed to have fun, babe. Don't ever apologise for having fun.
No, never.
Laughing in the background, it makes my heart warm to know that my daughter's a happy camper.
Definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to pop some more ducks. Yeah, I'm a blessed mum.
For sure.
A very blessed mum to have two beautiful girls and a beautiful son-in-law. Yeah,
he's a gem.
He's funny. I love giving him a heap of grief.
Right.
We Australians have a very unusual sense of humour, and I stir the crap out of him. Which means I give him grief.
But he loves it.
He knows it's in humour.
Yeah,
he gives me grief back.
He does love it. You know he does.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's an awesome kid. He's not a kid. But you know what I mean. Everyone's a kid. Anyone under 50 is a kid to me.
Right. That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah. You're under 50, you're a whippersnapper.
Right?
Yep. You're just a wee little whippersnapper. If you're under 50. Right, got to cut in between these little peoples in my
Okay.
canoodles.
Ugh, I'm making a mess.
Yeah, there we go. That's working. We're getting there. I'm going to give him bright red clothes, I think.
These are okay
Try
soft pastels, but I want to try them on some real sandpaper. Really get, oh no, really give them a a run for their money. See how they hold up. Because
so Aurora's doing a pastel piece, a pastel and oil pastel?
no, soft pastel.
No, not pastel.
Yeah, I don't like oil pastel.
And talking about
I
the
don't mind them,
sandpaper
but
paper and
yeah.
And yeah, I must admit, I don't. Never was. I used paper with tooth on it, but I never used sandpapery paper.
I actually use
But I
sandpaper, like
proper sandpaper.
like sandpaper. Yeah, like you
Ooh.
use on wood, to
Ooh.
make something smooth. I actually use it's like an 8x8 square of sandpaper, and it's black, and it's like super like fine grit, but it's just enough to where it captures the soft pastel. So it's it works, and I like the way it feels under the soft pastels more than like paper, because paper almost has a tendency to like pill up if you try and go over it too many times. So I try not to do that, and so sandpaper, I've never had a problem. I can layer and layer and layer and layer some more and never have a problem.
Very cool.
Everybody's like, oh, but it's not acid free. I don't plan on my stuff being around for the next 150 years. You know what I'm saying? It's not going anywhere. It's not. I haven't sold a single piece of any of my fine art, so it's not like I'm really that concerned about it. Really not.
Actually, I had an interesting conversation the other day about watercolors and gouache, and how it's not light fast and it's not this and it's not that. You shouldn't la 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 la.
Right.
And then I did a bit of research, and Van Gogh and Van Gogh, and I've gone completely blank on all the names, but all of these historic, brilliant, wonderful, amazing artists used gouache. It still exists. Didn't have a problem. Yes, okay, it faded and it did change colour, but it's still amazing art.
Even like
Michelangelo's
stuff has been repainted, and like Leonardo da Vinci's stuff has been repainted, and then we found it, and then we have to clean off all the stuff, find the original underneath, and go, oh, no wonder they repainted it. And then they have to have somebody who restores paintings go back. It's like, oh, I do too. There's a Baumgartner. Have you heard of him on YouTube?
No, I haven't heard.
Oh, yeah.
One called Baumgartner.
Yeah, Baumgartner. No. He's really good. He does all types of restorations, and it's amazing. But yeah, look him up. But yeah, I can't see how light fastness is such an issue.
Can be an issue, but you don't. I was always taught when you have watercolors, you never hang them in direct sunlight because they will fade. It's a known thing.
Well, yeah, exactly. You don't hang them in moist places like bathrooms and kitchens, and that's not good for them. And it's the same for soft pastels. You wouldn't want to do that with soft pastels either, unless they're museum mounted, which is like almost airtight. But even then, you don't want to hang it in the sun.
Under UV protected glass.
Right. But I mean, who would I'm gonna pin this to my front door facing east every day. I mean, come on.
That's how they test it. They stick it outside.
Right. But anything's gonna fade if you do that.
Unnatural. Yeah. And I'm like, or stick it on a windowsill. It's like, that's the biggest no-no.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's like, no.
So it was funny. I was watching this review and I'm like, interesting.
Exactly. It's
when
just
there's hundreds and hundreds of year old art without the technology that we've got. But yeah, it was interesting. It was funny. It was quite funny. I'm like, yeah, I'm still going to use my stuff.
exactly.
Okay, so I'm happy with that. And I've got to darken up this side. I'm going to pop the windows up here. I'm going to have to do a wash over the top of the whole thing again when it's dry. Just popping windows in now. Like that. My buildings are all a little bit wobbly, but that's what you get from freehand drawing. We're a little bit wobbly.
Yeah, mine are a little sometimes off. And it's
Just noticed it. Well, now I've added colour, I can see all the wiggly wobbliness of my paintings. And I'm like, Okay, I'm not going to do too much. I'm just going to pop some lines down that one. This, you can't actually see the windows in that one. It just looks like a... Oh, there go my puppy dogs. I'll darken that one right up. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. I believe using whatever makes you happy. Yeah, I am absolutely in total agreement with that. Yeah, there's so many people, you don't use this colour, don't use that colour, and they actually cause problems. Like, people stop buying brands.
Yeah.
Because of these people. And it's like, just do your research. See what, Okay, it might not last 500 years. Neither am I.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna last 500 years.
Precisely.
But yeah, but most things, if kept correctly, like, I've got paintings that I have got under UV glass because they're protected, and like I've pastels that have got dust proof on the inside, and so that when the dust does drop, it doesn't land on the glass, so you've got a gap and things like that. And you go the extra mile to frame them and store them.
Yeah.
Fine art, but the most famous people in the world have been doing it for hundreds of years.
Exactly.
I.e. gouache and watercolor. And because I'm like, so I had someone say to me that I can't sell my gouache pieces because it's not light fast. I'm like, and who are you listening to?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There we go. But
yes, you sell it with you framed correctly, or tell them how to frame it, and not to hang in direct sunlight.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'll get 100 years out of it. All right, so because I actually looked at it. What's his name?
Happy with the way this came out.
I'm going to Google gouache art history. Because Van Gogh was one. Images. 18th century gouache pieces. So 18th century, that's 1700, 18, 19, 2000, 300-year-old gouache paintings.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has changed colour a little bit.
Probably just a tad.
I will give you that, yeah. All right, so I've got to green up your trees a bit more. That is looking... Oh, wow, you're done!
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Aurora's a ninja.
I just didn't put in as much. I didn't put in as much detail as you were putting in, and yours looks fantastic, by the way.
I'm undecided. I've got to dull it down a little bit. I've got way too much. I've got too much going on, so I'm just going to put washes.
That's typical for a cityscape. That's very typical.
Top.
But when it comes to doing a cityscape in watercolor like that, You have to pick and choose what you want for your center, like the focal point,
Yeah.
and then everything behind it and to the sides of it.
Yeah,
You
she
don't.
did.
You have
Yeah.
less and less detail as it goes further and further away. That way, it doesn't look like your eyes are trying to bebop from building to building.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to put a wash over the top of the whole thing in a minute.
Okay.
I'm going to go,
So that one
because
building
they all
right in the
know it.
center, is that going to be your focal point?
Well, actually, bizarrely, the focal point's sort of supposed to be the river, but my eye's drawn to all the dots now.
Yeah.
So I've got to
I
tidy that
see what
up.
you're going for. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's okay, because I'll just put a wash over the top. I'm going to do in my little canoodlers. I'm going to
Exactly.
give them little red clothes. They can have little red outfits. Get their little red flocks on. Okay, so here's sitting there. Got their little arms. I guess them on their legs.
I love the colors you've used. Those blues and purples. Those are my
Well,
favorite.
that's what I had to stick with, sort of neutral colours.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Our city's grey. Our city's greys, and because it's sandstone
True.
and all of that,
Yeah.
I had to stick with. Yeah, it's sandstones and um, what do you call it? Gone completely blank.
Like concrete.
And greystone. Yes,
Yeah.
concrete jungle.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just going to darken up that shadow just directly under the boat.
But I'm pretty happy with the way mine turned out.
Looks gorgeous, Aurora.
Thank you.
The bridges are hard.
Yeah, they are.
Aurora, golden. Is it the Golden Gate?
I have no, that's in San Francisco. I really have
See,
no idea
yes,
what.
Lee.
I don't know what bridge that is. I don't know if it's a George Washington Bridge or what bridge that is, to be perfectly honest. Like I said, I'm not. I mean, my grandfather was from New York. He was from Brooklyn, but like I said, I've never visited, so I have no idea. I'd love to go and see all the sights and everything, but I,
I am now going to attempt to dull all of these buildings down because they are way too vibrant. So the dark faces of them and this one's, I'm going to go over the top. Of all of them. That'll hopefully dull them down and unify them a little bit more. Make them look more grey and bleak looking that they are.
bleak. Make it sound like your town is
Bleak
just
and
like,
grey.
oh.
It's a city. I love me greens. I'm a country girl.
Yeah, I'm not much.
I could break into that. What's that?
I don't like being in the city, but I don't if like where you live. Oh my God, I don't know how you cope. Not being able to get to a store within minutes would drive me insane.
Yeah, everywhere from my house is because I'm a country girl. Well, I was
Yeah.
born in the city. I was born walking distance from the city, but yeah, now I'm everywhere's an hour drive in any direction.
Yeah, that.
But
Oof.
okay.
But see, like where I live now is like there's a Walmart across the street. I can walk to the Walmart. I could walk
Aurora's
to.
just saying she's got a Walmart across the street. That freaks me.
But I still don't live in the city because that would mean I'd live in like Orlando or Tampa or Gainesville, and you couldn't pay me good money to live in Gainesville, or Tampa for that matter. I would attempt Orlando, but it's so like really expensive to live there for starters in certain areas, and it's it's like you're on one street and you're trying to get to another part of town, and it's like you literally can't get there from here. Is one of those things. You have to take all these different side roads and all that. It's just or get on I-4, which is seriously deadly. And I just no, that's city. I can't handle it. But so where I live is not country, it's like suburbia, I guess you'd call it. You know, it's like
Yeah,
very
we have
suburban.
suburban areas that
Yeah,
are accessible to the city, but not city.
right.
Yeah.
Because it takes me like 45 minutes just to get to Orlando, and it takes an hour and 15 to get to Tampa. And so it's like, but where I live, I still, you know, we've got, I mean, plenty of stores and restaurants and stuff like that, and neighbors, you know. So it's kind of like that nice in between.
Yeah, you've got the happy balance of everything, all the things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that helped putting that wash over everything.
Yeah, and I'm actually probably going to do another one over the whole sky. I'm going to leave
Really, because
everything
your
else pretty
sky
much.
looks amazing. I'd leave it alone. That sky looks really good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just had to dull it all down just a tad. I might even do another very gentle, purpley, shadowy wash. Get a bit more blue in there. Take that. I'll leave a few little dots of
Yeah.
dark in that face.
No, see, that looks
Yeah.
really good. Yeah, I think you've hit upon something.
Yes, just had to dull everything down a fraction.
Yeah. It definitely unified it to where it looks more like a city skyline now.
Yes, so that now disappears off back into the distance.
Yeah, that works
That's the
great.
plan. I'm still not great at it by any means. I need to practice this more. So this was why I was excited and scared all at once to do this piece. I was all of the things, except I've got it on my bridge. Get it off my bridge. Pick it off my bridge. There we go. Right. I'm just going to take a damp brush and try and get that off there.
Something is not right
Like
with my
that.
picture. I don't know what it is.
All right.
Oh,
I reckon I'm going to call that.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot me trees up the top. Shoot. Shoot.
You still haven't figured
I've
out
got
what
a
that
dark
other
one.
line is for either.
No, I think it's just gonna pretend it's gonna be there forever and not have any meaning whatsoever. That line there, we don't know.
You could always
I can't actually stick anything
crop
over
it
it
off.
either.
You could just crop it off.
Actually, I could.
Yeah.
That's an idea. I'll do that. I'll crop it because
'Cause
there is nothing beyond
Yeah,
that point.
I was gonna say because there's nothing after that little building, that pointy building. There's really nothing there, so it wouldn't be missed.
Okay. And now
Gorgeous.
I'm going to call it done.
Gorgeous.
And yours is very gorgeous too, Miss Aurora.
Oh, thank you, babe.
So everyone needs
I
to
had
pop
fun.
across
Fun
and
with
check
it.
Aurora's Art World. I will have her linked below when I adjust all my linky bits.
Yes, and
So
I shall
we
do the
have
same for you, my dear.
Finished Cityscape. So Aurora and I will be back same time, same channel next week. Hopefully, I
Yep.
will have all my bits functioning.
Yeah, we'll have everything working
Hopefully,
again.
we'll have all the things. I'm going to sign this. Where am I going to sign it? I'll sign it down here. You can sign it in white because that would be easy.
And this was week 35. We are.
Woohoo. Oh my
Yeah.
God, we're hooking through it.
We
Week
really are just
35 and
cooking. We are just cooking
We
right
are.
through. We only have like a few weeks left. Yeah. I mean, quite literally, the pages in here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pages. That's all I've got left
We
in here.
only have
So,
9
which is 18.
thingies.
Which is 18. It's a total of 18.
18.
Yeah.
So we've got 18 weeks of art left for
Uh-huh.
Drawsome.
For this year. And
This
then
year.
we
Thank
have
you,
to
Lee. Thank
decide
you.
what
They
we're going
are.
to be doing.
Aurora's a very clever lady.
Thank you.
But yes, so we shall love and leave you all
Definitely.
till, well, we both release lots more videos. Aurora does everything from painting, crafting, making beautiful journals, journaling from start to finish, making the books even, making the paper even,
Yeah.
to like mind-blowing. If you don't follow Aurora at Aurora's Art World, it's a must. It's a must because she does all the things. I just draw and paint. No, she does everything. So I would love it if you would pop a follow if you don't already.
Oh my gosh.
And I will see you all for the next video. Thank you
Definitely.
for hanging out, everyone. You guys and girls are a world of awesomeness. And I will see you next time. Love you all.